Hey everybody, it's All You Know 1994. I hope you're having a great day today. And in today's video, I'm going to be discussing a rather controversial topic in the Call of Duty world as of today. And that's basically skill-based matchmaking, engagement optimized matchmaking, and cheaters that I believe are ruining Call of Duty in general, and more specifically Black Ops 6 as a whole, as of today. Or up to today, I should say. And the gameplay in the background, I want to preface by saying, is pretty irrelevant. It's just there, obviously, just for background gameplay. And there was no cheaters in this gameplay that you see, but I still want to touch on this topic because it's been a very hot topic over the last 5 years, SBMM and EOMM, and then just in Black Ops 6 lately, cheaters have been just running rampant, more or less in ranked Warzone and ranked multiplayer, but I have had experiences. Obviously, I don't have any video evidence to back this up. You'll just have to take my word for it. But I've been when I've been partied up with people, we've been running into cheaters as well in just normal multiplayer pubs. So I want to put my 2 cents into this, and this doesn't mean that I'm right. This doesn't mean that my opinion is valid. Obviously, it's an opinion, and you can take that as you will. But what I personally think, I just think this issue needs to be addressed, and Activision, Treyarch, Raven, whoever is in charge of all this, Ricochet, Anti-Cheat, whoever, just really needs to take a stand and really enforce the rules of the game on the cheater side of things. Because it's pretty sad when Ranked came out and it was just littered with cheaters. Ranked Warzone, for the most part, from what I've heard, is okay, but it definitely still has its amount of cheaters as well. And just the fact that I could be partied up with people in pubs, and we've run into people using walls and soft aimbot. That's just not okay. For a game that's only been out for a little over 2 months, and the fact that they're on holiday break right now, and we've had no communication of this, very little communication of this being addressed or being changed, is a bad sign. I mean, there's been Twitter posts stating that, you know, they're going to up their Ricochet AI programs and they've banned X amount of accounts, but the fact of the matter is you're still having these issues where there's just cheaters everywhere, to the point to where professional Twitch streamers and YouTube content creators are stepping away from your game. That's just not okay. This needs to be fixed. Ricochet, I don't think, is the answer anymore. I really don't. Unless they make it more able to detect cheaters and ban them on the spot. I don't know what other anti-cheats are out there. I'm not very familiar with most of them. But Ricochet, to me, just isn't the answer anymore. And I think that it needs to be changed. We need to have more strict anti-cheats in place, because the fact that you can run into cheaters in pub matches is a bad thing, obviously. But that's not okay. Everything becomes sus at that point. And it puts into question the integrity of multiplayer. And like I said, we're a little over 2 months into Black Ops 6's launch, and this is the amount of hackers we've had already and cheaters. It's just over the top and unnecessary. There's no reason that we should be having this problem, and it just seems like Activision just doesn't care, which is sad, because this game, I personally don't really care much for Call of Duty multiplayer anymore, but in terms of just the multiplayer gunplay on this game, it's one of the best I've had experience with ever since maybe, like, I don't know, Black Ops 4. I know that might not be everybody's favorite game, but whatever. But anyway, again, to sum that all up, I think anti-cheat needs to be changed or completely reworked, and cheaters need to be disciplined properly. Otherwise, this game, I mean, I get it's a 1-year cycle every year, and the new game will be out, and nobody will care about this game next year, but this is really putting Black Ops 6 in a bad spot, and it's making Call of Duty look really bad. And if they don't want that to be a problem for their shareholders, because we all know what they really care about, they need to fix this, and they need to do something to make the multiplayer experience in Warzone ranked, multiplayer ranked, and just normal multiplayer pubs a better experience for everybody. Otherwise, I'm sorry, but I will not be playing multiplayer. And I know I'm just a drop in the bucket to them, but I mean, it is what it is. Moving on to SBMM and EOMM, I mean, we all know back in Modern Warfare 2019, SBMM became is the strict thing that we know it as today, and it's only gotten worse since Modern Warfare 2019. And for whatever reason, I don't understand why. You look back all the way to allegedly in 2014, Advanced Warfare had skill-based matchmaking, and their skill-based matchmaking basically only accounted for kill-death ratio, which is fine. I mean, I didn't even when I was playing Advanced Warfare and like Black Ops 3, Infinite Warfare, I hardly even noticed that there was skill-based matchmaking in those games. To be completely honest with you, I didn't even know that those games had skill-based matchmaking in them until Black Ops 6 came out and there was videos going on YouTube talking about how there used to be SBMM back in the day. I didn't even know. That's how much SBMM didn't affect multiplayer back then. Why they felt the need to protect little Timmies that don't really care for this game and only will play it for a couple weeks and then move on to Warzone or move on to some other game, it doesn't make sense to me. Now, granted, I'm only a 1.2 KD player on this game. Not great. But even with that stat being said, why am I still playing against people I feel have double my KD? Engagement optimized matchmaking and skill based matchmaking are the kiss of death for this game. And the sad truth is, because X Defiant had no SBMM and that game failed, all that managed to accomplish now is the fact that every game, especially Call of Duty, is going to look at that and say, oh, well, obviously a game that didn't have SBMM in it failed, so now we're just going to crank our SBMM and EOMM up to 12 now instead of 11, and now it's just going to be a part of every game that we make moving forward. And just look at even Delta Force, for example. They have a 32 versus 32 game mode in their game. It's basically a Battlefield clone, and they have skill-based matchmaking in their game. Why do these games feel the need to manipulate all our matches and make it like it makes no sense? Like, it just annoys the ever-living hell out of me that we have to deal with this stupid fucking piece of crap algorithmic bullshit in our matches. It makes no sense to me. I don't understand it. It doesn't make the game experience fun for me. I'm sorry. Unless you're like a 2+ KD player, you're not having fun in these games. You're not, because people that are average KD players or below average KD players are playing against people that are way better than them, and they're supposedly in my bracket. How is it I have a 1.2 KD on Black Ops 6 and these people are twice the skill level that I am? Yeah, you can make the argument, oh, it's just a skill issue, you're bad at the game, blah, blah, blah. Okay, if that's the case, then why is my games as sweaty as they are at a 1.2 KD and a 0.9 win-loss ratio? I'd love to hear your opinion on that. But anyway, I mean, basically, to sum it all up, cheaters need to be taken care of in this game. SBMM and EOMM needs to go, or it needs to go back to the days of like Advanced Warfare skill-based matchmaking, to where KD was the main factor that factored into your multiplayer matches. I didn't notice it back then, and it doesn't mean that it was good to have it in the game, but not being able to notice it like I do now, it just, I mean, obviously Advanced Warfare had something going right for it to have SBMM in it, and it was still a somewhat decent game to play. But anyway, at this point, I'm just rambling, and I'm getting more and more annoyed the more I talk about it, so I'm going to wrap it up here, everybody. This is going to be the first video of 2, because I'm not going to be posting any content on Christmas Day, obviously, because I'm going to be with family and the holidays. But look out for the second video coming out tomorrow. Thank you all for watching. If you liked the video, leave a like down below and a comment. If you disliked it, go ahead and leave me a dislike. It doesn't hurt my feelings. And this is All You Know 1994. Peace out.
Perfect execution. The Patriot probably pissing himself right now.